Hey, hey, welcome or welcome back. It is as always good to see you today. It is Sunday, December 7th. Um, Pearl Harbor Day, isn't it? Hello, Tree Boy Elia. Good to see you. Good evening or late afternoon for you. There in sunny California. Probably still has the sun up for you. But I hope you've all had a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. My day's been pretty productive. I was waiting about 20 minutes for a file to save, and we're going to take a little bit of a work break here to stream for a little bit. And then I will finish up a little bit of work, maybe start some laundry, and then go to bed. Hello, Anna. I hope you're doing well. So I hope you've all had a good day. Getting ready for the holiday season, all that jazzy jazz. Let's see, what do we have today? So I don't know how long we'll be live tonight. Don't know. Hello, Ruby Rose. Good to see you. I don't know why my YouTube studio is all like, you need to change the video resolution. The current resolution is 3840 by 2160, which is not supported for this configuration. The expected video resolution is 2560 by 1440. Well, you know what? Suck it. You're doing just fine, it seems. So, anywho, YouTube Studio trying to tell me what to do. We, uh, we're gonna watch some. I think we're gonna watch a little bit of Destiny. So Destiny is back. Um, I'm already in that view. What am I doing? What am I doing? We have Destiny back. She uploaded an update video yesterday on the 6th, but she recorded it, I guess, on the 2nd. And she is also planning to go live tomorrow. Yep, it's still Sunday for us. So she is planning to go live tomorrow at 7 p.m. my time. That's Central Time. So we shall see. Let's go ahead and get into this real quick. I hope you had a good weekend, Anna. I hope it was a good one. All right. Starting with a video game background here, Destiny isn't going to help YouTube not think you're a 12-year-old boy. Hey, DV. Got a cup of hot tea. I thought I asked how was your weekend. I thought you had a good weekend. I hope you've had a good weekend, Ilya. I hope you're feeling well. I hope you had a good time with the cookies. I said I hope you all have had a good weekend. That means everybody. I hope you all have checked out your I just wanted to be impressed. I hope you all have checked out your end of year Discord and end of year YouTube summaries. And if my channel and Treeboy Ilias channels aren't in your top 5, then you need to do better. I'm kidding. But I hope you all have enjoyed the little summaries that you get from these applications, and then make you ponder your life choices by like, oh my God, I've watched that how much? I've spent how much of my life watching this bullshit? Oh, and then you make changes for the next year. So, but yeah, we'll probably speed Destiny up after after we play for a little bit here. Because she's probably going to be speaking too slowly for me, but we'll have her at regular speed here. So we do know that Destiny is getting divorced. We know that from Instagram from a couple of months ago. That did not last long, so we'll see how that goes here. Oh, well, that's a cute little intro. She's put more effort into hers than I do.
Hey guys, this has been long and anticipated.
So I do also want to say, how many people would even care about Destiny if she hadn't dated Amber Lynn? Would I watch Destiny if she hadn't dated Amber Lynn? And if it wasn't, well, she was a side character. Let's see what she's up to. No, I would not. I think Destiny is, in general, probably not very well liked. People only like suck up to her and be buddy buddy because they want tea on Amber Lynn. They want her to spill shit about Amber Lynn. I bet the majority of the questions that she received from her previous post were probably 90% about Amber Lynn and nothing about her. Like, oh, what have you been up to? What are you doing? How's your life? They're probably all about, so did Amber Lynn use washcloths to wipe her ass? That's it. That's my guess. So I don't know why Destiny is deciding to come back and make videos. Um, but we'll see how it goes. Let me know what you all think. Would you care about what Destiny has to say or what's going on in Destiny's life if it weren't for people hoping to get some little nugget of info about Amberlynn? Maybe you do genuinely enjoy Destiny. Maybe you do. I'd like to hear that too.
Uh, Life. Hey guys, this has been long and anticipated. Uh,
Anticipated by whom? And what
Life
is
is busy,
and
so
and and what is this angle? Why do we have the camera sitting down here? Why can't you have it up at an angle where it's more like this and we're not looking up your damn nose? I don't need to see if you have boogies.
I thought I'd finally film a video. It's just a little update video. While I try to do something, I was like, I really need to do. Like, I'm gonna explain in a second what I'm doing, but I really needed to do.
Sitting underneath a sign that says game room probably isn't going to help the AI YouTube bots um to not determine you are a 13-year-old boy. Anna says, I feel like I wouldn't because it's not my type of content. I don't know. Okay. Hey, Taylor. Elias says, there's always been something about Destiny I didn't like. She doesn't seem like a good person. Maybe it was all the animal stuff, but I really don't remember the rest. Yeah, yeah. There's something about Destiny that I don't care for either. Hey, Hibiscus. Yeah, but again, like I always say, not everybody is everybody's cup of tea, and that is okay. But you know, just what it is.
What I needed to do, but I was also needing to film this, and I was like, well, I could probably just do that and film it.
Yes, yes, Hibiscus. I agree. That could be one of the things that's off-putting to me is that she's a clout chaser and that she only seems to pop up like not because she enjoys making content or because she wants to like vlog and share her life and things going on. It's like, oh, I need to make a few bucks. Let me see if I can upload a video and get monetized again and try to get a little bit of attention to make a few bucks. And the whole going live to be like, oh, this is therapeutic for me back whenever she was doing those lives a couple of years ago. It's like, oh, this is for my healing. No, it's not. No, it's not. Not a damn bit of anything in those lives was therapeutic or healing or anything. It was just I want to come on and talk some shit, so I can make a few bucks off the community. That's all it was.
the same time. So that's what I'm attempting to do. Um,
Yeah, calling Amber
I'm trying
live
to
was
think
a
of what I
mess.
said in the live. In the live, I did explain that yes, I am getting divorced.
I agree,
It
Taylor.
was, I wouldn't say it was mutual, but it was definitely
So getting divorced, but wouldn't say it's mutual. Never forget that one Christmas when Destiny literally dived into that pile of gift wrapping. It was so ridiculous. It was. Maybe part of it is off-putting to me also because she, as much as Amber uses people, Destiny also used Amber. Like after they broke up, Destiny absolutely used Amber, knowing that Amber still had feelings for her and was just using her for money. That makes her a shitty person in my book, regardless of whether it was because it was Amber or anybody else. I don't care. Using somebody in that fashion makes you a shitty person too.
like needed. Like I said, I think I said expectations weren't being met. Just me
Expectations weren't being met in the marriage. Okay? I mean, do we need to know any of this? We don't need to know the reasons why you're getting divorced. Just be like, "Hey, it didn't work out for us. We've decided to move on. We're getting divorced."
meaning like I don't really know how to word it per se, but they expectations weren't being met for me.
Yeah, Taylor.
So
Oh, expectations weren't being met for you. She does look like a 13-year-old boy. She does. She does look very young. I'll say she has good genes when it comes to that. She doesn't look like she's 30, what, 31? The hell Destiny is?
so
You know, the camo and the haircut aren't helping.
like I mean I just want to be happy. Is basically what I'm saying. And it was just getting to the
Yeah, I always liked Beck. She's actually lost weight.
point where I just wasn't, and I talked about it and sorry, talked about it and dealt with it as much as I could, and it just got to the point where it just ended.
I mean, not our business, but it's like, oh, well, expectations weren't being met. I just want to be, I mean, shouldn't that have been discussed before you got married? Like what you're expecting from your partner in a relationship? I mean, people get divorced all the time for whatever reason. Um, but to be like, oh, expectations weren't being met, that's weird because they were together for a few years. So it's like, what, what expectations aren't being met, and why weren't expectations in the relationship being discussed before getting married?
Nothing juicy, no infidelity. A lot of people were asking about that.
No infidelity. Why was there a weird cut there?
Um, just asking in general if, someone cheated or what have you.
She was big in that stream.
No. Um, I mean, from what I know, no. So no. I mean, um, what else? We moved. Like I don't have my apartment anymore. We moved into a house in March. Um, which I thought would also help things because being in an apartment that was really small sucked, but
Okay, so she thought being in a bigger place would help.
we got a big house. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It's so nice. But unfortunately, I will be moving when the lease is up. We both will be.
So it's a rental.
That's why we're still living together. Things are civil as they can be. It's a little weird, being in separate rooms and what have you. And I am
Yeah, I mean, living with your ex while you're waiting for your lease to be up because you're financially tied to them at the moment. Yeah, it'd be a little awkward.
also technically not single. I mean, not single, just
Oh, for crying out loud. So you're getting divorced. You're still living with your soon to be ex-wife, and you're technically not single. So yeah, that's going to be a little fucking awkward.
in general, because I'm still technically married. We're working on the divorce papers. There's just some things that we are trying to do before we sign the divorce papers, like health insurance wise, stuff like that. Like I have an eye doctor appointment on Friday. You
Anna says, I feel like moving to a bigger place wouldn't change anything, or I don't know, I might be too young and dumb. I mean, if it's because you're always like on top of each other and you just kind of need your own space. Some people work well in relationships, but they also need to have a space to be their own, to go to that's like their own, where they can go recharge and get away from other people. Some people don't like to be up their partner's ass 24/7. So, I mean, maybe being in a bigger space where you can each have your own personal space to go recharge, be by yourself, just have your time. I mean, that could help.
insurance wise, stuff like that. Like I have an eye doctor appointment on Friday.
Oh, me too. Wait, mine's on Thursday.
Just getting stuff lined up that way once the divorce is done, you know, like there's nothing to worry about for a while basically. Um but I am dating somebody. So, I mean, and she's not. So, I mean, she's coping in her own way. I'm coping in mine, but
She's coping in her way, I'm coping in mine. She's coping in hers by dating somebody else. How are these girls always in a new relationship? How are they never single? I don't fucking know. I don't know. I mean, you're getting out of a marriage. You've been with this person for several years and you're dating. I mean, everybody dates in their own time. At least wait until you've moved out so that it's not so awkward. At least wait until you've moved out of the house that you live in with your ex-wife to start dating. At least give them that much respect. I mean,
I am dating somebody. I have not posted any pictures of them. I'm probably not going to do that
don't.
because she does not want to be a part of any of this, which is perfectly fine. I respect her in that way. I don't think I would want her to be anyway, just in general,
It's hard to say
because of,
single in
I
girl
mean,
world.
Lexus was in some videos with me, but she wasn't very active in Gore World. um,
Hmm.
but I am dating somebody, like I said. I have been since the 10th of October. So it's been a little over a month. Well, almost 2 months, I guess, now. Uh, we met in September, like the beginning.
When did you start your divorce process? When did you decide you wanted to get divorced? Like in July? Yeah, Taylor. She's following Amber Code to breakups, getting with the next person that gives them attention. It makes me wonder if these girls always have someone on the back burner in case of a breakup. I mean, Destiny's always done this, right? I mean, she started kind of flirting with Dana before she broke up with Amber, and then she and Dana broke up, and then she started dating Lexus, like not too long after, and she and Dana were engaged, right? And then she married Lexus like last year. I don't know. It's definitely Destiny's MO. I wouldn't say it's Amber's. I mean, Destiny has her MO all her own.
Beginning of September, talked for a while, and then started dating, what have you.
Back
And it's
burning.
going very well. You know, she knows everything. She's very familiar with everything.
It's going very well. She's familiar with everything. She wants that Destiny clout.
Um, so that's going really well. That is something I'm doing. She won't see this till after I give it to her, but I am making an advent calendar for her for December. It's the 2nd, so I am a little late, but I was waiting for something to come in the mail, and
Isn't that sweet?
it ended up, I don't know if it's lost or something. The person that I ordered it from is looking into it because I wasn't the only order that happened to. Um, so I was waiting on that, and she said it would probably be here on the 1st. So I was like, okay, I'll just give it to her when I see her that week, and just let her open however many days that took. But that did not happen because, like I said, it got lost. But I just was at Walmart for way too long. I really don't like Walmart, and I was there for
Is there bad memories with Walmart, Destiny? Bad Walmart memories?
way too long trying to figure out what to put in these boxes because the thing I got, it looks like a little boom box, and the little containers look like cassette tapes. And she's a really big fan of Taylor Swift, so most of them have some kind of either Taylor Swift sticker or some kind of random sticker on it. And then the number stickers are going to close this part. And I've just got some like really random little doodads that y'all will probably see here in a minute to put in there. And then I also just wrote some little things that I'm going to stick in
Well, isn't that thoughtful?
there as well. Try not to make this video too long, and I'm trying to think of other updates to give you guys besides like the divorce and everything. I think I had made a profile picture on my Facebook,
Twisties in the chat, show yourselves.
and I forgot it was connected to my Instagram, and people were asking what baby was in one of my profile pictures. My sister had a baby. She had a baby on August 25th.
Oh, you're an auntie.
And I completely forgot that my Instagram profile picture was connected to my Facebook one, so I fixed that because I would not have put the baby out there in girl world because she doesn't need to be.
Dude, my autocorrect, now it wants to constantly correct the word back to Beck because of girl world chit chat in Discord. My phone is like, oh, she uses this word a lot. It's like, no.
Very cutest baby ever, literally. My sister's great mother. She took to it very well. I think she was a little scared on her part, but she is doing perfectly fine. It's so nice. It's so weird at the same time, but it's very cool.
And you're in too deep.
We moved. I'm trying to think of what else is going on.
Taylor, yes.
I'm still at the same job that I previously spoke about when I was making videos last. Still at that job. I need to be doing things while I'm doing this. Trying to think of what else. I'm sorry if this is annoying. I lost some weight, which I posted about, and I'm sorry to hear my dog whining. He's just nosy and wants to be in here with me, and he's a lot, so I'm not going to do that. And I'm talking about Bo, the white dog that I think I saw put in a video before maybe or talked about, but it's Lexus's dog that she got before we were together. But I mean, obviously we still live together, so the dog's still here. My dog is probably just lounging around somewhere, but Carter is alive and well. What else? I have 2 cats that we got.
Sammy?
We actually got them after we separated. It just kind of happened by chance, and I think we have agreed to both take one.
Yeah, don't know, Elia.
Once we
Guess we
both
won't
move,
know.
possibly both of us take
You're gonna
both. Which
split those kitties up.
if someone takes both, it's probably gonna be her because I'm taking Carter no matter what, and she's taking Bo no matter what. but we're just trying to figure out if they're too bonded of a pair to separate, or if we should just separate them. Because when they were a little bit younger, because they're not even a year old yet, when they were a little bit younger, they were super close with each other. They like were always with each other, but now that they've gotten like older, they seem to be okay and kind of are more independent. So we're just
They're
gonna
gonna
see how
miss
that
each other
goes and just
though.
kind of go from there on that. Let me see what else. I turned 30 this year. That was
Oh, 30.
wild. I can't remember if I posted. I don't think I posted any pictures about it from my party or anything on Instagram, just because I haven't been posting on Instagram that much because it's been a crazy year, honestly. Like with the whole divorce thing, it's been kind of like not in the works, but stuff has been
Yeah.
ongoing for
She's about a year
since
older than you.
this time last year, which really sucks because we had our wedding reception last year. Uh,
Yeah, you just got married last year, like last summer, I want to say, or fall. And then you're getting divorced, like, or started to talk about divorce a couple of months after marriage. Oh my God. Maybe you should have figured that shit out before you got married. You think?
around this time, and also in October, and like without putting all my business out there, I kind of chalked things like
Hey, Maggie.
I was definitely putting in a lot of effort. I do. That's just who I am, and I just wasn't feeling the effort being reciprocated back like after the reception, basically, which is a really bad timing. But I chalked it up to seasonal depression, and sometimes people are just really low. Like I mean, even baddies get saddies, so I mean it happens. So tried to talk through that, work with that, and stuff happens, man.
So you don't feel like Lexus was putting the same effort into the marriage and relationship that you were? I mean, you've been together a few years at this point. How much effort? I mean, I'm just really curious as to what Destiny considers putting effort into a relationship. Like, do you need like constant reassurance? Just, it's like when you've been together for a few years, it seems like, I don't know, not that you don't love each other any less, but that you're not going to be all, I don't know, balls to the walls, like putting in like yeah, you're still going to show that you love the person. But I'm just wondering what what expectations Destiny was putting on Lexus and how realistic they are. You know what I mean? Yeah, why bind her? Yeah, she's so fast to get engaged and get married, and yeah,
Um, so like I
thank
said,
you,
that did
Ilya.
kind of suck.
Like the
But it is
stream,
what it is.
subscribe.
Can't do anything about it now. Everything is said and done. Like there's no, like we're not working on anything anymore. Clearly, I'm dating somebody else. But and I don't know what her situation is or what she's doing or anything. Like we still talk and are civil with each other and are as friendly as we can be. Like sometimes it's a little hard. Not so much for me because I'm just generally not a mean person. And I'm not saying she's mean, but just
Well, she might be a little bitter. I mean, that you're dating somebody else while you still live together, and maybe you never communicated your expectations of your partner. And then you get married and you're like, "Oh, well you're not putting in as much effort as I am." And she could be like, "What are you talking about?" I mean, I really think these are things that should be discussed before you get married. Maybe that's why I'll never get married. I have to be dating somebody first. But I mean, maybe it just,
it comes off in mean ways sometimes, and that's fine. Express your feelings. Everyone's feelings are valid in some kind of a way. Like you just sometimes you need a better
yeah,
way of
Maggie.
expressing yourself. Um,
Well, that's
I feel like I'm
mature for at
rambling about
least.
that. Um, I'm also unsure if I'm still able to do live, with the comments or anything, or, the live chat. Which
She checked and she can. She has one scheduled for tomorrow night.
stinks. I haven't tried it in a couple of days, but I didn't want to try it and you guys get your hopes up either, but I am gonna try it soon, hopefully. And hopefully it's fixed. Like I tried everything I can. Like they're not giving, like when I'm trying to fix it, they're not really giving me an option on I mean I sent them.
No, I think they just had, they weren't even married, it sounds like, a few months before they decided they were having problems. Because they just had the reception, she said, in like October of last year.
Trying to appeal it, and it wasn't even talking about like just a live chat. It was meaning like
Hey,
just the
Ruthie.
commenting on it, which didn't make a lot of sense to me. But it said that the live chat will be affected by this whatever's going on. Um. So yeah, I don't know if it's fixed. It didn't say that they were going to. I feel like this is falling. It
It
didn't
is
say that they were going to
falling.
give me like an update or anything.
Destiny sounds like a straight psycho in this video. How so, Ruthie?
Like it didn't say like be checking your email for anything. Like it just said that it temporarily could be unavailable, and it didn't say like a time frame or anything. But when I talked to that customer service person the night that it happened, he made it seem like it was just going to be real quick and easy, which I didn't like. It wasn't on the phone or anything. It was on like one of those chats. So and it was AI for a minute, and like it really took me to somebody. So I mean, I don't really know. Like the guidelines
Hey,
are
Erin.
weird, and hopefully it's fixed now. But like I said, I haven't tried it, so I was like,
She thinks she looks so good compared to her ex when she's the one spreading all her business online. Yeah, it's like she's not giving details, which is fine. But why even tell us? I mean, just be like, hey, yeah, we're getting divorced. That's it. You know, but instead she's kind of blaming Lexus for it. Like, well, she wasn't putting in the same effort that I was. Expectations weren't being met for me. It it sounds very selfish, very just, you know, I understand that if you're not getting what you need out of a relationship, that's fine. Find somebody that can give you what you need, but maybe figure that out before you get married. I mean, she's already dating somebody else. She's already moved on. Hey, bossy, what up, y'all? I'm gonna make dinner and give my son a haircut. You'll be listening. Bum bum bum. What's for dinner?
I'm just gonna go ahead and film a video that way, something, because I feel like y'all probably think nothing is ever coming.
I would be okay with nothing ever being uploaded from you ever again. My life would be perfectly fine with that outcome.
um, I also don't know a lot about what's going on with Amber Lynn right now. Like I know you guys are probably expecting me to like know what's going on, but unless I'm filming myself, like I mean, I don't I don't have a lot going on with her, like except for talking about the situations I was already in. I do plan on still trying to do the retro reacts and so
Oh God, Destiny's gonna do retro reacts to whenever she was with Amberlynn, but she's gonna have to find somebody that has like compilations uploaded. I just, I just don't care. It'll be a miracle. This is Maggie saying it'll be a miracle if Destiny's prepared to go live at the time she said she would. She doesn't seem to understand what being on time means, right? Ruthie says, unless bad things happened, breaking it off a year after marriage proves getting married was psycho behavior. She's exposing her own red flags and thinks she looks good compared to the ex. Girl, you dated someone in girl world, married no less. Was Lexus? Oh, thank you, Aaron. I'm using blue for my current light bulbs. a dark blue. Yeah, the whole, I mean, maybe they dated for what, a couple of years, 2 or 3 years. Um, I don't remember when she and Dana broke up, but she started dating Lexus not too long after she and Dana broke up. Um, Destiny is one that definitely jumps jumps from relationship to relationship. Lexus, yeah, Lexus was her ex. Well, her current her ex-wife, yeah. Yeah, it's just like, girl, take some time. Take some time to figure your shit out, figure yourself out. Don't be so quick to want to get married.
Sort of way. Like I will. Y'all suggested a couple of different channels. I will definitely check those out to do the retro reacts, and I figured out how to film it, so I'm not worried about that part of it either. I have
Are we gonna get a camera pointed at you watching your laptop?
no idea what's going on with her. I don't know even the names of all these people that y'all keep talking about in the comments. It's very weird. I don't know why she took down all of her videos. That's weird. That's crazy to me. Like I know that she was getting
Yeah,
demonetized, I
yeah,
guess. Like I don't
maybe.
know the gist of like why or anything like that. I just know that I guess that's what was happening, and then it happened, and I guess maybe she was just over it. I don't know.
Why jump into marriage if you know you're having problems? Maybe they worried about canceling the reception. Could be. I mean, I just don't. Yeah, I mean, they were engaged for a while too. You would think that you would know by time you're getting married, if you've been together for a couple of years, you would think that you would know this person isn't meeting my expectations. They're not putting into the relationship as much as I put into it. You know? I think she's calling the Amber situation weird.
I don't know the gist of like why or anything like that. I just know that I guess that's what was happening, and then it happened, and I guess maybe she was just over it. I don't know. Um, I can't really think off the top of my head of anything like that I haven't already told you guys that happened between her and I. Like, I mean, like I haven't spoken to her since when I filmed videos last or did lives last or any, I mean, not even lives last because I did those lives with Beck, but I have not spoken to her like in any kind of a way. I have her blocked on everything, and she probably has me blocked on things as well. Um, so I'm trying to think of any other updates. Oh I turned 30 this year, like I said. Um, Turning 30 sucks. I was
Try turning
literally worried I was gonna wake up
45.
and it would
I'm
hurt,
46.
but I mean it didn't. But me and my best friend are how many days apart are we? It's not even a month. Her birthday is June 19th, mine is July 13th, so not even a month, but close to it. And we
Hey, Rob.
decided this year, since we were turning 30, we wanted to do a big bash. So we did a huge Adam Sandler party. Everyone showed up with, different characters from different Adam Sandler movies. We got a um we did stuck with the Waterboy theme for like the food and like some of the decorations in the house just because it was easiest. So we got a slip
Hey, Heather. 14 going on 36. Is that is that Destiny? Because Destiny just turned 30.
and slide, like a giant inflatable one, like the big slides.
You got a
Theme for
slip
like
and
the
slide?
food and like some of the decorations in the house just because it was easiest. So we got a slip and slide, like a giant inflatable one, like the big slides. And it was crawfish themed. It was so cool. I'll try to maybe put some pictures in like right here. Um, it was so much fun, and I was having a really good time doing.
So you rented a big bouncy house. Hey, bouncy houses can be fun, I guess. A slip and slide bouncy house for your 30th birthday party. You do you, girl.
Different things on that day. Like we had a really good time, and it not as many people showed up as we wanted to, which is fine. I mean, to each their own. We had a good time, and that's all I cared about was that me and her had a good time. So, and we did, and we made some really good memories. We sang a bunch of karaoke. We just did so much, and it was so much fun. But I haven't even been watching Karina's videos, which is surprising because I still tried to keep up a little.
Leah, I'm here to listen and not we listen and we don't judge. Hey Rob, you're going to be listening. You have to multitask? No worries. And Heather sounds like no one showed up. Well, the dog was there. We saw the dog.
Bit from like when me and Beck were filming still, but sometimes life is just it's a lot. I wasn't sure how I was going to come back to YouTube. Like I've been wanting to. Like it's definitely something.
Can we get a better angle next time here, Destiny? So I'm not looking up your nose the whole damn time.
That I wouldn't mind doing like every so often, or even like try to do it on a normal basis, like a regular basis, like maybe not weekly, but maybe like every other week or what have you. It's really hard
The bouncy house.
when you've got so much going on. And the girl I'm dating, she actually lives an hour away from me, so I usually go and stay with her when I get off work on Friday, and I leave from her house Monday morning and just go to work. So I mean, I'm busy doing that all weekend, just squeezing in what time I can get. So it's not always the most convenient time.
Heather. I knew a kid named Kyle in middle school with the same haircut. Yeah, the fade here is pretty common. So she's dating a woman lives an hour away. Man, Kentucky must just be lousy with lesbians. Destiny has always been accused of being mentally stunted. People thought Amber was going after girlfriends who she could easily control. I mean, she was young back then, so she had an excuse. Yeah. I mean, hey, you're turning 30. You want to have a birthday party with a blow up slip and slide. You do you. Have fun.
To film.
Break a hip.
I needed to during the week, but last week was Thanksgiving. That was busy. Just so many things have been going on, like in the past couple weeks when I started to try to do this. So I'm sorry it's taken me a little while. Let me think. You guys are probably also wondering if I'm going to do the Q&A. I do plan on filming the Q&A separate. I wanted to do an
So how many of those cues were actually about you and not about just Amber?
update video and then do the Q&A because that is a lot to cram into one video because I want to answer as many questions as I can, but I also wanted to give you guys a separate just like update. So that way you can, if you've got more questions too, to put on the Q&A that I put, it's on my YouTube channel. I didn't put it anywhere else. I may put it on like Instagram or something.
After dealing with Amber as a girlfriend, mm-hmm. It makes sense that anyone would be emotionally stunted. Having Amber as a girlfriend, I think, would make anybody want to just take a step back and be single for a little bit. The slip and slide isn't a problem. It's just her attitude slash looks, I'm guessing, make people feel that way. She looks young. I mean, she does look young.
For anyone, I don't see why anyone wouldn't see it on YouTube that follows me on Instagram. But this way, if what I'm saying generates more questions, there's also that opportunity is given for you guys to ask me some questions. So I know I had posted a little bit on Instagram. I mean, not much, but I did say how I have lost some weight. It's kind of slowed down a little bit. I mean, when you're really trying at first, like you're gonna lose weight kind of quickly, but then, it's gonna slow down over time. Which I mean, it already did, but I was going to the gym like 3 times a week, and then or 2 times a week is how I started, and then I started going 3 times a week. I was going Tuesday, Thursday, then which I did for most of the summer, and then I was going 3 times a week, and then life got kind of busy. Like I just
Good for her. Good for Destiny working on, bettering herself. Maggie, I would literally have to be committed to an institution. Isn't that the
been
truth?
doing so many other things. Like it sucks putting off doing that. Like I definitely do want to get back into doing that. Just with the holidays too, it's also kind of hard. But I haven't gained. I've been maintaining, so I haven't been too down on myself about it. So there's that. I wasn't doing anything specific. I did. I mean, it's not better for you by any means, but I did switch to like the zero. Like I drank a lot of Dr Pepper, so I switched to the zero sugar kind. The diet kind of
I drink zero sugar, the zero versions of like Coke and Dr. Pepper. I think I remember seeing somewhere Destiny does have fetal alcohol syndrome. Really? I don't. I don't know if I've heard that. Playing choosy would have me crashing out, not gonna lie. I think Destiny was 19 when she and Amber started dating. Um, so she just turned 30. And when did they start dating? So, um, 2019. She was with Beck in 2019, and they were together, what, about 4 years? They broke up in 2020. Was it 2015? Was it 2015 maybe when Destiny and Amber started dating? I think she may have been 20 or 21. No, she's younger than you. Yeah, Destiny's just turned 30. Oh, I think my keyboard died. Ugh. Hold on, I need to plug my keyboard in. I need to start charging these things when I go to bed at night, so they'll be charged each day for a few days at least.
Just too sweet, in my opinion. So I prefer the zero sugar one, and it's zero everything. I did switch to that.
July 4th, 2015. So she would have been turning 20. She would have been turning 20 that year. So she would have been 19 at that time, I think. And Amber would have been 24, 23. Amber would have been 23 at the time, turning 24 later in the year.
That definitely made an improvement. I mean, that wasn't the first thing I did. I definitely was like, eating a lot differently. Like I have cut out so much things that are just like bad, and I really like tried to, like, I'm not counting calories. I'm not doing anything specific. I'm not doing a specific diet.
I will say, just in general, just as don't look at food. This is don't take anything I say. I'm not a food expert. I'm not an expert in anything, but don't look at food as good or bad. Food is not good or bad. It doesn't have morality. Don't assign morality to food. It's just food. Right? It's some food may be better for you nutritionally. It may have more vitamins or whatever that you need. It may have more protein or less sugar, whatever. But food inherently is not good or bad. It's just food. It's just fuel that you're putting into your body. Some of it may be better quality fuel. But if you start assigning morality to your food, then you're going to start avoiding things and start feeling bad about yourself if you're like, oh, I had bad food. It's not going to do you any favors mentally, and it's not going to do you any favors in whatever weight loss journey you're on if you start assigning morality to your food. Is my keyboard not going to charge?
I literally just tried to be more mindful of how much I'm eating and working out, obviously, and then drinking a lot more water, which I've gotten really bad at. I finally found my Circle bottle. It was in my car. It had got under my seat, which thankfully it was just water, so it's not like it was bad or anything. I didn't, have to change the cart out of it. But I mean, I was drinking a lot more water. I need to get back on that. Like I said, I've just been kind of slacking. Started
Call
kind
it
of slacking off
feelings.
when I got into a new relationship, which that happens.
Wait, what was that?
And like I said,
Sorry, I can't use my keyboard to back up at the moment.
I'm off when I got into a new relationship, which that happens.
Mm,
And I mean,
I don't like that my keyboard just died on me.
I was drinking a lot more water. I need to get back on that. Like I said, I've just been kind of slacking. Started kind of slacking off when I got into a new relationship, which that happens. And like I said, I'm maintaining. I'm not gaining, so can't be too mad about it. Uh, that's really it. Like just being more mindful, making way healthier choices. I was not eating out for a long time. And if I did, it was like kids portions. Like I would be like, okay, I'm just gonna get a kids meal to whatever it is, and it wasn't even really usually like fast food. It was usually just somewhere that I know would have like just healthier, better options. Um, I have tried to. I mean, I'm really picky as a person, and I don't really like a lot of vegetables, but I still try to venture out. Like I'll try anything once. I'm just super picky, so it's hard for me to like everything. Which I mean, nobody likes everything. You know, everyone has their stuff that they like and they don't like. But I've definitely tried to eat more vegetables. I'm just so picky with vegetables. Like I can eat cucumbers like they're going out of style, but they'll give me heartburn. That makes no sense.
Cucumbers gives
Carrots,
you
I love
heartburn?
carrots. I'll put lettuce on anything, but that there's not a lot of vegetables I like. Like I don't like tomatoes. I don't like. I don't know. I usually don't even like sweet potatoes, but on
Tomatoes are
Thanksgiving I
fruit.
finally tried my stepmom's. She makes like I guess it would be candied yams. She just like slices them into little circles and puts little marshmallows on them and bakes them. That is so good. I don't know why.
I do not like, you know, for the longest time, I thought I didn't like sweet potatoes because my mom did the yams with the marshmallows on top for Thanksgiving, and I didn't like it. But I love sweet potatoes. Apparently, I just don't like them baked with marshmallows on top. And Heather, I'm not a scientist, but I doubt it's cucumbers causing heartburn. I don't know. Maybe there's something in the cucumbers. I don't know. I mean, they're mostly water. I need to throw tomatoes out. Rob, Destiny was my favorite. She gave it back to Amber. I don't I don't care for Destiny a whole lot. I mean, I don't dislike her. I don't really feel one way or the other about her. I'm just like, eh. She could never make another video again, and I would not care. Sweet potato hash. She would give it back to Amber, which was always entertaining. She would do that.
Didn't try those before. I guess I was just too chicken. I don't really know. Um,
Well, it's a
so
weird
I really liked
combination.
that, and I had me a couple of those actually. But other than that, I haven't been doing anything too specific. Like no, like I said, no diets, no.
So maybe this is the kind of effort she's talking about that Lexus didn't put into the relationship. Like, Destiny's been dating this girl for 2 months at this point, and she's putting all this effort into this advent calendar that she's making for her. Maybe this is the kind of thing she means about Lexus didn't put effort in.
Anything of that sort. I did. I mean, I am on Vyvanse for ADHD, so I mean, Vyvanse is prescribed to people with binge eating disorder.
I was going to say Vyvanse also helps with BED. Um, so if she has any of those issues, which I don't know if Destiny does, it will help with that as well.
So I mean, it definitely doesn't give me like my full appetite, but like I don't know, like that's not what I take it for either. So I mean, obviously, um, but it does help. It suppresses your appetite a little bit, which any ADHD medicine is going to do that. But I've been on Vyvanse for a while, well over a year. So I mean, that was before I started trying to lose weight. So it's not like it was helping too much before. Like I mean, it. I just would let you guys know that I am on that. So oh, this is gonna be that's gonna be fun. The little box. These two aloe infused socks gotta go in here some way somehow.
Aloe infused socks. All right, we'll shove them in there, I guess. I did so much research, you guys. I make sweet potatoes or candied yams, but no marshmallows, butter, and dark brown sugar. I'm humble, but they're the best. They sound delicious. I don't know. Sounds good.
See if we can like stack it. Um, I realized pretty quickly when I was at
Maybe put maybe put one sock in two different boxes. Put one sock in one box and one sock in another. She'll get the socks on 2 different days. Cucumbers give you heartburn. Is that you, Chris? Or are you mimicking Destiny? You're gonna order GLP-1 booster supplements this week, which is supposed to help with cravings. That's what I hear. They're supposed to help with that. Yeah, definitely. Give us a recipe, Rob. We want to make food as good as yours. We want to be Rob level chefs here.
Walmart a minute ago that I'm getting her this tomorrow. Like I said, it's the second. I put off getting the things to put in here too much. I put it off way too much. That's not going to work like that. So I was in there. I was struggling a little bit because I was like, I didn't want to spend like an arm and a leg just getting like just a bunch of stuff to go in here because this is just supposed to be fun, like not like a whole present or anything. Just fun because I was like, wouldn't it be so much fun to make your own advent calendar and someone like for someone, and she likes advent calendars, like we've talked about them a couple times. This one's just gonna have to be one that isn't closed very well, but that's okay. I'm sorry, I keep saying that a lot. I can't really think of anything else to update you guys on, so I'm probably about to cut this video a little short. It's almost 30 minutes long. I don't really have a whole lot else. The only thing I was going to say is that I'm giving her this advent calendar tomorrow. I think I said that. But she's meeting, I've met pretty much all of her family, but she has not met basically any of mine. She's met my best friend, and that's about it, but that's because they live like 2 minutes from.
And Ruby Rose, I feel left out. You all are in the Discord. Well, I can't post Ilya's Discord link because we have his, we have Ilya's Discord shut down at the moment. Because there's a slight issue of Ilya's little online stalker. But here's my Discord. Only 1,000,000 calories per serving. Ilya is just so popular. I know. I think that's how you know you've made it. You have a stalker that's going to write dissertations about you and make about 50 frickin' different sock accounts to come harass you when you go live. We haven't seen her for a while, though. Yeah, Maggie, I don't know. I've heard it can make you a little nauseated, make you feel a little sick. Oh, they really do give you heartburn. Really? I wonder what it is about cucumbers that gives heartburn. That's weird. Only Rob can stalk Ilya. You just watched Wicked Part 1. I haven't seen any of the Wickeds, and I probably won't unless I watch it with someone. But I've heard they're good. Yeah, I hope it works well for you, Maggie. You're welcome, Ruby.
From each other, so that's very nice. So when I go on the weekends, she's not off on the weekends, so that does kind of suck. But she goes to work, and then my best friend is 2 minutes down the road, so I go see my best friend while she's working, and then then we hang out after. It's fun. It's like kind of double whammy, hang out with my best friend
Good.
and my girlfriend. So it's fun. We have a lot of good times together, and it's really nice seeing my friend
Oh,
and my girlfriend.
already using the GF words. Already saying she's your girlfriend. It's been 2 months.
So it's fun. We have a lot of good times together, and it's really nice seeing my best friend all the time too. Obviously. I actually was at Walmart the other day while I was out there, and I got recognized. So hey, I can't remember if you told me your name, and if you did, I'm really sorry for not remembering it. But hey, if you're watching,
Destiny getting recognized out in the wild. You watched the Wicked stage play Friday. Oh, you were sobbing. I'm sorry.
but I can't think of anything else.
I hope you don't sob when you go see for good.
To really update you guys on, she's meeting at least my dad and my stepmom. I know for sure tomorrow. I think maybe my sister and the baby, and my brother-in-law. I wouldn't see why he wouldn't be there too. So I can let you guys know how that goes in the Q&A. But I was trying to keep this under 30 minutes, and it's at 29 minutes and some odd seconds. So, got any questions about any of the information I just gave you guys? just anything. You know, I'm an open book. You know, I'll pretty much answer anything. The only things that I avoid are like, you know, just weird stuff that people ask, which you guys do ask some weird stuff sometimes, and I try to answer things to the best of my ability, but some things are just too weird. So
You don't avoid the weird shit people ask. You used to thrive a couple years ago. People were asking you the weirdest shit, and you're like, okay, I'll answer it, no problem.
so I
Maybe you've
will
matured in the last couple years.
try to keep you guys posted on the live thing, and of course the can't remember how I wanted that to go. Okay, sorry. I'll keep you guys posted on how things are going with me and her, and I will definitely try to keep you posted on if I can get my live chats to work, because that would be so nice, because I love doing the lives. It's just so much quicker to do the questions that way, and you know, it's so much fun just doing it live. But
Hey, Rob, she hasn't matured.
for now,
Okay, well, that was Destiny's update video. I'm glad you all suffered with me. Um, so Rosie. Oh, so somebody, I'm not going to say who, I'm not going to say the name, and I'm not going to share anything from this because there's personal information. But somebody did get a cameo from Rosie and asked for a tarot reading and shared it with us. I'm not going to give the name of the person because I don't want them to get any flack. I don't want any pushback on them, any hate towards them. Um, but they got a tarot reading from Rosie and shared it with us, and just very general. I mean, I think she oversteps a little with her tarot readings, especially if you watched her live the other night, um, where she gave those readings to people. She should not have been. She should not have been um, telling people, "Oh, leave your husband. Oh, girl, you need to leave. You need to." She should not have. She should not have accepted payment for any of those readings that she did on her live stream. It was unethical and unacceptable, and not her place, and not what tarot is supposed to be meant to be used for. Um, but the reading that was shared with us, yeah, it was a lot of general, basic information. Um, uh, that could have been gleaned from the information given to her by the person. So, you know, and Heather, I tell everyone to leave their man for free. You come see me. Yeah, well, this was a situation that was abusive with alcohol involved. And yeah, it's like I said during the stream that we were watching this, it almost felt like these people were just wanting a third party to tell them it's okay to leave and to do something that they were already thinking about doing. It's almost like they just wanted that third impartial party to tell them it was okay. Um, but they should have just talked to somebody in their life, police maybe, some sort of authority, or people close to them in their life that could help them with these situations, and not Rosie. Rosie is the last person that needs to be giving advice on these situations when you don't know the situation. You don't know how safe this person is. You don't know the finances. You don't know any of these things. But Rosie posted a little bit earlier saying, I'm missing you guys so much. Expect to see me here on YouTube on Wednesday with my bro to build some gingerbread houses. In the meantime, check out my Patreon and join for a Patreon exclusive cook with me, crispy bacon Brussels sprouts, and mini life/content update vlog. In the coming days, there will be a live there as well. Hope to see you there. And we have some undercooked Brussels sprouts and some bacon. And she is so proud of this. Look at that face. She is so proud of those Brussels sprouts. And this is her. Heather says statistically, when they're trying to leave, is the most dangerous as well. You're right about really not being the right source for advice. Yeah, they shouldn't be going to her at all for that. So Rosie now has 159 members, and she will be earning $110 a month. So I cannot watch this because I am not a paid member yet. Um, but if I want to watch those with you guys, I'm gonna have to upgrade to $5. Now I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can stream those on YouTube. Off topic, her face would make a good ventriloquist doll. Her face is very expressive. She is very expressive, very dramatic. Um, but we were talking earlier in my Discord about if I make a Patreon and you just come join my Patreon for free, I can react to her content on Patreon and not on YouTube. Maybe. Maybe we can do that. I don't know. I would need to read the TOS. Let me see. Well, I'd have to read the TOS for Patreon, but we can react to content over there, possibly. If it's something that she has behind a paywall on her Patreon, then I can join Patreon and we can react to it over there. Taylor says I hate ventriloquist dolls. The Goosebumps episode of Slappy the Dummy literally gave me night terrors as a kid. I had a not great dream last night that I woke up from. It was kind of freaky. But we other than that we don't have. Oh, we have okay. That's not Wednesday, that's Tuesday. We have something scheduled for 5 p.m. or that's Monday that I will not be able to stream because I have D&D on Mondays. Um, but I thought we could watch. Do you guys want to watch one of Chat's videos? Well, what time is it? It's almost 8 o'clock. Mm, let's watch one of her quick videos. Let's see here. Oh, we have a karaoke video. Oh, here we have a 9-minute video. Clean out my closet. Um, she's deleted a lot of videos. Even her first video where she was doing the kickboxing has been removed. Hmm. She looks so much smaller here a year ago. Well, she was smaller compared to what she is now. Does she have any short lives that we can watch? None of her lives are short. Who am I kidding? There's 48 minutes. Oh, a morning live check-in from a year ago. Hey, Fiona's mom. Oh, she reacted to Michelle McDaniel's video. I wonder if Michelle McDaniel's ever going to make an update. We should watch this sometime. Oh, she's feeling herself in this thumbnail. Look at that. She is feeling herself. Her face looks a lot smaller. Hmm. Oh, she was in a magazine. Oh, she had her little 5 minutes of fame, 50 minutes of fame. Let's watch one of Cat's Chat's videos really quick. So let's watch. I think we already watched this one. Some of these I've just skimmed through. Wow. I don't really have that much time. Catch up. This is a short one. Let's catch up on Deets. Let's watch this video from Cat's Chat really quick. We'll watch some more of Cat's videos later.
Hi friends, welcome back to Devil's Advocate, the critical thinking channel. First of all, I'm over 300 subscribers and I am
Good job. Yeah, go
absolutely
and
chuffed.
subscribe to
Thank you
Cat.
so much for everyone for being so lovely and supportive. I really appreciate every single one of you. Um, yeah, it's just pretty amazing and I'm just so grateful. Thank you so much. So today is
There
just a
you
little
go.
catch up
Go
of things that
subscribe.
have been going on behind the scenes with all these things. I was asked to kind of have a look into Studio Deets a little bit.
I listened to part of the Studio Deets apology video, and it's not good. It's not good. So we'll have to watch that later. But it's not a very good video as far as her, like, the way that Deets frames things.
We're going to talk a bit about the Destiny video, and yeah. So basically, Studio Deets, I had a look on her channel, and basically she's doing like reactions, like retro reacts to some of Amber's things, also talking about a woman called Jenna and her dogs. I don't know who that is.
Hmm.
She's still going. She's the only one who's consistently uploading apart from Snowflake, really. And um but yeah, she's definitely kind of not dipping her toes into the shark infested waters as of yet. Um I haven't really watched any of her videos recently, but I did notice one thing on her channel is that the apology non apology video is no longer there.
Yeah, it's
She's
gone.
either deleted it or privated it. I don't know, maybe because people were reacting to it and she didn't like it, which is ironic as hell and kind of makes it all seem far more nefarious again. But yeah, if you have a look at these,
Yep. So I just looked up here. Hecticana hasn't uploaded in 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks since Hecticana uploaded. Rachel tried to upload a video, and a lot of people in the comments were like, no. That was 8 days ago. The price you pay for being a Girl World Raptor. Yeah. Well, don't pay people and then offer to pay people and then not do it. And it's been 10 days since Jawbone uploaded.
none of these videos are the apology video.
That was the thing with Studio Deet's apology. It's like, dude, you're like, oh, well, you shouldn't have published this, these private messages. What was being done to Amber Lynn? You're bitching about the same thing being done to you that you were all gung ho for Amber Lynn.
So she's clearly taken it down or taken it away, so people can't talk about it, which just again says a lot more about their character. Yeah, and here she talks about that Jenna dog trying on a Halloween costume, retro reacting to Destiny, bits and pieces like that. I've kind of not really delved into the videos, but I do think it's very interesting that her video is now gone. I went on to Reddit and read some of the comments on there. And someone put about Studio Deets, I still remember her putting a foot in her mouth when Beck's girlfriend was outed as a Tumblr PDF, asking viewers to ignore it because it was distracting from Amber's farts. So that's very interesting that she was actually asking people to ignore the actual elephant in the room to talk about Amber.
Yeah, the video from Rachel was very disappointing, but this is the second time Rachel's done something like that. Yeah, it wasn't a good look. I mean, do I think she can come back from it? Probably. I mean, they can all come back from this, of course. People will be like, I think a lot of people will be willing to give them another chance. But with some of these videos that Kat's been putting out, it's like Mr. Snowflake seems to be this little puppet master up here, kind of trying to be the puppeteer for some of these smaller, newer channels and letting them take the flak for a lot of this situation, and he gets off scot-free.
When obviously
Right. They had no problem exposing every aspect of Amber's life, but they didn't like that their Discord messages were exposed. Right. Well, what I don't like is like there were some things that that Emily specifically said, "Hey, please don't share this publicly," and it got shared publicly. She specifically asked you not to share some things, and you did anyway. But you're gonna whine and cry that people people screenshot things that you said in Discord and shared it, and then throw a hissy fit about, if you don't block out this one word, this is a personal, private thing that I do in my spare time. Well, first of all, why are you saying this personal, private thing that you do in your spare time to Emily? Why does Emily know about this very personal, private thing that you do in your spare time that you don't want shared with the world? Right? Emily could have came out and said, "Here's what this is." Right? It's just it's not a good situation. Um, it's not a good situation. See, Taylor says exactly. They were all happy to talk crap in their private Discord until people found out about what they really acted like. Rachel shouldn't have offered to pay Emily. What a clown. Yeah, she shouldn't have offered in the first place. But then, hey, if you're going to offer it, follow through with it. Don't be a dick and be like, well, I think you're still talking to Amber Lynn, so I'm not going to pay you the money that I promised. Yeah, it's very hypocritical.
that's far more important. It's honestly pathetic the way these reactors can dish it but can't take it. If you make a career out of criticizing people, you can't turn around and cry harassment the moment people start criticizing you. And that's a very, very good point. And it does seem to be that all these reactors cannot take.
We're being critical of these people, whether it's Amber Lynn, Glitter and Lasers, Foodie Beauty, Rosie. We're being critical of them we would probably expect people to be critical of, let's not call her Amber Hibiscus, come on. No reason to name call Amber. Even if Emily was talking to Amber, still shouldn't have paid Emily. Yeah, I mean, we're open to criticism as well. We are sitting here criticizing them. We're open to it as well. The still talking to Amber thing sounded like an excuse after Rachel realized people wouldn't like them paying. Right. Yeah, people are like, they don't want the money going to Emily because of their opinions of Emily. I mean, I don't, just in general, if you are getting information from a source, I don't see a problem with paying that source for the information you're getting from that source. Now, if it's controversial, like in this situation where it's Emily, you might want to let people know that you're doing that, right? Let people know, like, hey, put a note at the beginning or add something in that says, 50% of the revenue from this video is being split with my source, the person that's made this video possible, with Emily. I will be sharing the revenue from this video with Emily, right? I think that could have been something that she let the community know. And if people wanted to support the video and watch it after that, fine. And if they didn't, if they got upset, before it to come out that, oh, I'm going to try to get ahead of this and be like, oh, I'm going to, she thought it made her look better by going back on the promise of it when it just made her look worse.
Criticism or apologize for their actions, same as Amber. And then I saw this where Deep Seat says, you seem to know a whole lot about what happened in there for not being there. As it happens, I did in fact say to Rachel it wasn't a good idea, but that part wasn't in the screenshots, was it? Your false accusations based on nothing but assumptions is getting very old. I will take accountability for my actions, but not the ones you assume I made. And if you keep harassing me with misinformation, I will no longer welcome you here. And then someone put, they're now trying to claim they did tell Rachel it wasn't a good idea, but oh no, the Discord has been deleted, so of course they can't prove it.
I don't know if Studio Deets said that in their kind of quote apology video.
Yeah, it does seem interesting. Like, even though what Rachel did was bad and she's responsible for her actions, I do also feel like if she wasn't egged on, then it might not have.
Also, I want to say I heard something in passing somewhere. It may have been in one of Kat's videos that I was listening to half-assed while I was doing something else, that Mr. Snowflake was Jawbone? I may have misheard, but I thought I heard that somewhere.
Progressed. Let me know what you think about that. Someone else put, so all the leaked screenshots are all the bad bits, and they're now all out there, but the good bits, the good context, has now been deleted. Either idiot move or there's no good context, which we knew. Yeah, it does seem weird that Charlie Gold's got all these screenshots.
That would be a crazy revelation.
But all these good
Yeah,
ones
I don't know if I misheard it because I wasn't really fully listening, but I thought I heard that somewhere. Again, it could have been just I didn't hear it correctly because I wasn't fully listening.
they're saying were in there, all these laughs and jokes they were having and stuff, that's not included in it at all.
We'll get to it eventually.
I know Charlie was trying to make
It'll
a
be in one of
point of
Kat's
how
videos.
they were going about the Emily situation, etc. But also, I feel like she could have been a bit more non-biased, maybe. Someone else put, I find this suspicious because Rachel was just threatening Salty Crab with the bot date. Like, why would Rachel have a random ass screenshot before all of this shit went down? I think the Discord content is still accessible to them. Someone has to have it or is able to get it.
So I don't know what happens if you shut down a Discord. I don't know if the owner still has access to it or what. I don't know how that works. Um, he fell asleep waiting for me to go live. I'm trying to convince if I should get up and cook. I'm sorry, Maggie. I should have went live sooner, but I was trying to get some work done. Um, Discord was obviously wiped for a reason. Well, I don't know if they know who the mole was, right? If you remember Rachel in her video, she said something about that if it's who she thinks it is, we'd all be very surprised. But I don't think it's ever come out who was the person that took those screenshots and leaked it. I don't think that's come out. So maybe because they didn't know who it was, and they're like, we don't know who's taking these screenshots, we're just going to wipe the whole thing
And yeah, I did wonder this at the time, actually. Like,
and
if
just block
Rachel
everybody.
is saying that she's got evidence of when Salty Crab left and this, that, and the other, I feel like it's safe to say then she would have certain screenshots of
Double
things.
agent.
So for her not
Every Discord has them, Taylor. My Discord, for as tiny as it is, has people lurking in there waiting to catch stuff. I'm sure Ilya's Discord has people in there waiting to catch stuff. Every Discord, if you're a reaction channel, you're going to have somebody lurking in your Discord just waiting, trying to get screen captures of things. So don't say anything in a Discord that you're not willing to have made public. Maggie, who's the dainty bushmole? Show yourself.
to be showing the quote unquote context that she seems to always talk about, it just seems odd that she wouldn't have those screenshots.
Taylor, we have people lurking in my chat. I know who one or two of them are. You know, there's people that lurk watching my lives, just trying to catch me saying something weird. Um, everybody has them. Everybody has a lurker trying to catch them and shit. You know, it's just it's the nature of Girl World, right? People don't like you because of your opinions, and they're just waiting to catch you in something. I will take you out with my bag of holding. People think that I just defend Amberlynn, and that's why people started lurking in my chats and in my lives because Amberlynn watched my channel because I wasn't as mean and nasty as other people. So people just started lurking, lurking, trying to catch me saying things, or um, thinking that I just defend Amber and this and it's like, no, I'm critical of Amber. I just don't hate her. I don't nitpick her for just stupid things. I don't obsess over how she wipes her ass or how she smells or how she sleeps with people because I don't care. And I think it's creepy if you're constantly asking her exes these questions. I think it's creepy and weird. And I think you're creepy and weird if that's what you obsess over and what you want to know about Amber Lynn. I think you're creepy and weird. Not your peanut M&Ms. Some people have too much time on their hands. It's a girl world at the end of the day. People take some of the things about this community way too seriously. Yeah, and it's like for people to get so involved, like I mentioned this before, but for people to get so involved to want to take down Amber Lynn, she's just a chick on the internet making videos about her life. It's not that serious. And Mr. Snowflake is the one that started the whole cat unaliver bullshit. He's the one that started that, and people ran with it. There's no proof. We don't have proof because we don't know. Even with the conversations that Rachel had with Emily, Emily doesn't know. We don't have any proof of anything, and it's it's irresponsible to spread those sort of things whenever you know there are people in Girl World that are fucking unhinged and will just do the most random shit and go real life with like Amber Lynn, like people reporting her Cash App and her Venmo and these things. It's just it's a step too far, right? We only obsess about spatulas in this community. Spatula. Chicken sausages, there you go. I understand Amber has done some seriously awful things. However, those things get ignored for the dumber part of Girl World, like the sink talk, in my opinion. Yeah, and I mean, Amber has done some awful things. Amber Lynn has been a horrible person to people, and a horrible partner and a horrible friend to people in her life. Does that affect me personally? No, it doesn't affect me personally. I don't know these people. Can I will sit back and react to it and be like, wow, she is shitty. I think she really needs to get help. I think she needs to work on being a better person. But I'm not going to destroy her livelihood. I'm not going to report her videos from 5 years ago because I think they go against TOS. I'm not going to mass report. It's people take things too far. Yeah, it's just a step too far in my opinion. Right, Taylor Jinx. Yeah, we can call her out for these things and be like, wow, you really need to do better. But I don't hate Amber Lynn. What has she done to me? Besides send me like 30 voice notes and then in her live be like, she made it sound like I was blowing up her. Well, yeah, you kind of were. You kind of were. you know, um, I was willing to hear her out and hear what she had to say, and then we moved on. But it's like people will get upset if I'm like, yeah, I think Amberlynn's right in this situation. Oh, you're an Ann baby. How dare you defend her? She's done this, this, and this. I'm like, yeah, well, yeah, she's done bad things, but in this situation right here that we're looking at, in this moment right here, I think she's in the right. That doesn't excuse all of these other things that she's done, but in this moment in time right here, I agree with her, right? Just because I might defend Amber on one thing doesn't mean that I'm co-signing on all of the bad shit she's done. Rob says Taylor 100%. Trying to destroy them is crazy, even though I don't like them. Maggie says reporting her source of income is almost the same as going IRL with someone online, and you don't do that. It's not okay. Right. Well, people have done that. I mean, people were reporting her Facebook marketplace ads where she was trying to sell a camera and trying to sell a couple of other things. People started mass reporting. Oh, hold on, I have a video over here starting to play. What you doing, computer? My work laptop is on over here. I mean, people were reporting her Facebook marketplace. People reported her ways to get money from people, and that is going IRL. And they can be like, oh, well, we care about the animals. Well, whenever Ambler, when Amber can't pay her rent and buy pet food, whose fault is that now? you know, People take their online hatred too far. They must not have much going on in their lives to seek such, quote, revenge on someone they don't even know. It happens in a lot of different corners online. Yeah. And, and then Taylor also says people are too invested in taking down Amber. Right. It's like, and then Amber took down her entire channel, right? It's like she's like, well, you know what? Fuck y'all. Taking all my content down. No retro reacts for you.
It's just, yeah, I don't know. That just doesn't add up to me. Rachel does seem the kind of person who would keep information like that in case something like this happened. But none of them have these screenshots. And again, this is just my opinion and my assumption on the situation. Maybe they implicate Snowflake a bit more
Hmm.
than the original ones do.
Could
And
be.
that's why, maybe. You'll ever notice that every time a reaction channel F's up, they claim we're bombarding them with threats and hate speech to their DMs, but has never produced a single screenshot proving it, just saying it seems like a deflection. And someone else put, I think it's one of those unwritten rules for GW that nobody has to prove anything they claim except for Amber. And that is a very good point.
That's very true. People will take anything anybody says and believe it without proof unless it's Amber. Hello, strawberries. Happy holidays to you. You're such a lovely little troll. We enjoy you. Um, I'm not Jewish. I'm not Christian either, but I do celebrate Christmas. You know, I give gifts to family members and friends. So I just in general say happy holidays to people because I don't know what they celebrate. But I am pagan, but yeah. So Yule. But yeah, we expect Amber to show proof, but then if she shows proof, then people claim it's fake or it's not enough. But they don't want proof from anybody else. They just take people's word at it at face
You know,
value.
we've all said it in all of these videos and all of this whole situation that it is just really odd that they're not taking any accountability for their actions, but Amber is expected to every single time.
Taylor says the worst part is these types of people will just move on to their next online hatred. They don't even care about Amber that much at the end of the day, just the idea of getting one over on her, right? Like, we took her down, yeah, high five, you know? It's just a mob mentality of having having a mutual dislike, right? Being part of the in crowd, like, yeah, part of Hater Nation, right? Like being part of the in crowd of disliking this person that's generally not liked very well by people. You know, it's um mob mentality. Stubborn case of something. Well, I hope your holidays get better. I hope you feel better, strawberries.
I don't know how Discords work, but I find it weird that Rachel commented on Salty Crab's videos saying they have the bot date of her leaving, yet Deets claims in the comments that the server no longer exists. I doubt Rachel has random screenshots showing Salty Crab leaving. It makes no sense why she'd save that when it happened. I think this group of losers has all the contents of the Discord, regardless if the server itself was deleted. I don't know Deets whatsoever, but they should think about what it means for their channel if they are going to go down with Rachel's ship. Rachel says she only is here for the money, so other reactors should think about that because I doubt she would go down for them if the roles were reversed. She has no morality. Also, I doubt that she is anything
Well, I hope you enjoy Foodie's live, strawberries. Thank you for popping in.
but a shit friend too.
Yeah, Rachel was one of those that was like, you know, she was one of those people that said, you know, reactors only do this for a paycheck. We all only do this for the money. That's all we ever do this for. I don't get paid. I'm not monetized. I have, quote, monetization light, which means I can get super chats and I can get super thanks, but I don't get ad revenue. I've been making videos for 4 years. Um, it's I don't do this just for a paycheck. I have a job. This is just a hobby for me. I have not made Gora World my job, and I don't want it to be my job. I would not want to live and breathe this shit all day, every day. It would get old really fast. It's just not. It's a very toxic place to be constantly, right? And if you make it your job, like some of these reactors have, like Rachel being like, "Oh, I have to get the next big T so I can get a big paycheck," then that's when you start to do questionable things. It's when you start to do things that you maybe normally wouldn't do, like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna make this up. I'm gonna start this rumor. Oh, I'm gonna go try to get in contact with one of Amber Lynn's exes so I can try to get tea on her." And that's what some of the reaction channels, some of the bigger ones, have been able to do by just making up things and spreading random rumors. And Rachel being like, "Oh, talking about having the best tea in Girl World in months," I think it went to her head. And she's she's paying for it. It came back to bite her in the ass. Rachel was definitely projecting with the money comments. Oh yeah.
And yeah, I mean, Rachel came across in that video that, like, we did a review on it. I reacted to it, how she said that, people try and get ahead for money and this, that, and the
Rachel was
other.
a popular
It
girl,
is
not just a mean girl.
almost like she would throw anyone under the bus to get
Hmm.
there. So if there is another Discord with all these people in, I feel like they should have more awareness of people showing their true colors. And again, the same
That's a
point
smug
again,
look.
that why would Rachel go into Salty Crab's comments and say that they have the date that she left the Discord if she doesn't have her own proof of the Discord and screenshots of the Discord? And also, why isn't Salty Crab then gone and put more screenshots out if she was the one who originally sent them to Charlie Gold? I find that really interesting. I don't know if you do. Let me know in the comments what you think about all that, because this is all
We don't know.
obviously totally my thoughts.
Oh, that AI picture. The cat has two tails.
Think about all that, because this is all obviously totally my thoughts and my opinions, and I'm definitely not doing this to spread hate to these people. I just want to build an awareness of the type of people we're taking their word for gospel,
This one looks like my Bessie.
because we're seeing that these people that we're listening to and believing aren't necessarily to be believed. And obviously, that's up to all of you to decide who those people are. But I just want to put the information out there so you see the options and the choices when it comes to the reactors that we follow and subscribe to and give money to and time to, because it's just all been a bit mental, hasn't it? So next, Destiny returned yesterday.
It is
I
a bit
haven't
much.
watched the video at all because, to be honest, I don't think there's anything much she has to say.
She always seemed
They
like a
did
mean girl.
mention that they had
Yeah.
separated from their partner and they are in the middle of a divorce.
Wife.
They said that they have seasonal depression and that's affected the relationship. Destiny also said that the relationship was pretty much over after the reception, to be
Pretty much
honest.
after
So
they
they've
got
been together
married.
for about a year.
We just
She said
watched
she's been
it.
feeling this way for about a year. So
So we just watched Destiny's video. So, um, yeah, I think yeah, that's about it. So that was interesting. Maybe one day that, well, we have Rosie going live this week. So we'll watch that at some point. I will see about a way for us to watch her Patreon content. I will find a way. I'll find a way and I'll make it work. If I have to make a Patreon, I will, and we can watch it there. Um, so it's a little more public. I can show it in Discord, but not everybody wants to join Discord. So we'll do that. But I do need to get this thing that finally saved uploaded. And yeah, that will be that. I think that's all we got for tonight. Thank you all for spending a little bit of your day with me. I appreciate it. It is starting to get cold. We are coming into the holiday season. I don't know if we're supposed to get more snow in my area, but I know some other areas are supposed to get some heavy snow this week. So please be safe and take care of yourself. Stay warm. Um, all that jazz. Take care of your pets. Hug your loved ones. All that jazz. But we'll be back this week. This coming week is my last week of working for the year for job number 2. But I'll still be working for job number 1 for another week after that. So I'll have a little bit of more free time after this coming week because I'll be down to 1 job for a week. Hey Cashew, glad you could pop in. But yeah, I hope you all have a good night. And we'll catch up with Rosie this week. So yeah. Have a wonderful Sunday. I hope your Monday goes well. And until next time, be safe and take care.